yes, I'm here as the ranking member of the Immigration Subcommittee, but I am also here as a naturalized citizen and a proud immigrant doing. I have one word for you, and yes, I'm here as the ranking member of the Immigration Subcommittee, but I am also here as a naturalized citizen and a proud immigrant doing immigrant rights in the streets for 20 years before. I have one word for you today. Enough! Enough of these mass ICE raids that are sweeping up innocent people of every legal status, tearing apart families and our communities. Do you say enough? Enough! And the arrests of community members and leaders like the incredible SEIU president, David Huerta. David is a champion of civil rights. He is somebody who is simply standing up peacefully for justice, someone who is one of the best of our country's labor movement. Free him immediately. Enough of the undermining of due process, the blocking of access to legal counsel for the hundreds of people, immigrants who were picked up in LA on Friday. Don't forget that due process is something that everybody in this country gets despite your legal status.
That's right.
There are plenty of places in the Constitution where it says citizen. The due process clause is not one of them. It says person. Every person has access to due process.
That's
right. And the illegal blocking of members of Congress who have gone to conduct their authority to actually have oversight over these ICE detention centers. They are prisons. We have the authority and the responsibility to conduct oversight. And this weekend, members of Congress that represent the LA area were at the detention center in LA and then at Adelanto, and they were denied access to those facilities. And Donald Trump calling out the National Guard unconstitutionally, illegally, without the governor's authorized approval. As Jaime said, that's something that has not happened since 1965. And it's hard to imagine that this time the National Guard were sent out to attack protesters that were exercising their constitutional obligation. Now, I want to say something to you. It is actually in the interest of all American people to stand up for these rights. They know that dividing us is what will make them strong. And they know that when we are united, nobody can divide us. They want to distract you from their power grab for authoritarian power on the backs of working people. They want to distract you from the fact that they are trying to strip people of health care and make Americans poorer and sicker, all so they can give a $5 trillion tax break to the wealthiest billionaires. We say not on our watch. And all of the violence and the escalation is core to the Trump administration's authoritarian playbook. As we see people exercising their constitutional rights to peacefully use their voices to speak out against this injustice, they are being met with tear gas and rubber bullets from this unconstitutional, unlawful administration. And look, even the LA Police Department said that the protests were peaceful before Trump rolled in with military tanks on the streets of Los Angeles. Federal law enforcement from DHS, ICE, HSI, and the FBI, all to crack down on peaceful protesters who were standing up for immigrant workers, who were standing up for the economy of this country, who were standing up for our communities, for our families, and saying, don't tear us apart. We are going to stand united against this authoritarian power grab. I have been working on immigration immigration reform with my friend Jaime, with SEIU, with all these incredible labor unions for decades. We all know that the immigration system is broken and that the American people want a fair, humane system that actually allows people to be able to work, allows people to be with their families, allows people to have the rights that they deserve for keeping our country going, for doing the work that they are doing every single day. And instead, we are villainizing and demonizing them under this president, and that has to stop. David Huerta said it best. He said, we all collectively have to object to this madness because this is not justice, this is injustice. So today we are here to say, free David Huerta!
Free David Huerta!
We are here to say, free the immigrants that have been arrested!
The immigrants that have been arrested!
We are here to say, end the ICE raids!
End the ICE raids!
We are here to say, stand up for our protected constitutional rights to free speech.
That's right.
To due process. To a democracy that works for all of us. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's keep this up because the people united will never be divided. The people united